I'm with Cllr Denis McGee. Dennis, what happened today from your perspective? What were the most important things that happened today?
Well, from my perspective is for first time ever to speak and look at a housing minister face to face, and explaining to him the issues we have in the county and the problems with the scheme. And I did feel, in fairness to him, he listened. And I pretty much poured my heart out to him, told him exactly the issues that were wrong, people can't move forward with their lives, people are suffering, people are on their knees. So, from his point of view, I think, that he listened to the real issues, and he said that himself on a couple of occasions, that it's good to hear it from the people that are affected, because a lot of the times he said, that this can get lost when it goes into meetings and black and white bits of paper and stuff. So, I got a good feeling for him. Now, listen, I could be proven completely wrong. The feeling I got that he was going to act on what we said, and I guess now we wait and see, does he act? I told him not to go up to Dublin and just take a box and say I was there, and he said he gave a commitment that he'd be back down soon, and which is something that the previous minister didn't do. So yes, it's positive.
Was the minister surprised at anything that was said?
I'm sure he was surprised, I suppose, at the unity that was in there, between every party, every party and none, and everybody was on the same wavelength. Everybody told about the issues that were with the scheme, and again, listen, he sat there and he listened intently, to everything that we said. So there's not a lot more we can ask at this stage. From here on now is what actions will they take? Do you know what I mean? A lot of this is frustration for us. Nothing moving, But let's hope now, I told him, listen, I don't want to be sitting in front of him again this time next year saying the same thing, because that's not what we want, We need action now, So he took it all on board, and let's see.
Was the minister there on his own, or did he have somebody helping him take notes or anything, or?
Yeah, I think there was a couple of officials there from the housing department. So yeah, listen, they took all the points down. He's well aware now of the situation, that there be no mistake about it. He knows exactly the problems. We told him every last possible thing that is wrong with the scheme and the upcoming review of IS 465. So we try to cover everything. So under no illusion, he knows exactly what he has to do.
Sometimes I've had the feeling that, if IS 465 was fixed and it was the perfect scheme, that everything would be all right. But that's only half the problem, because we've got the so-called enhanced scheme to fix as well, right? Because, if you're buying and selling a house, there's still questions over that. There's, the mortgageability of a remediated house. There's the, getting the money up front. If you're an elderly person, you don't have access to funds, and you can't give that builder that cash up front. When he starts work, you have to wait for the scheme to pay in arrears. There's a whole lot of other issues. I presume those were mentioned as well, I hope.
Every last thing that is wrong with the scheme was mentioned in there, As I say, be under no illusion, he's very, very well aware of what's wrong. Now, it's up to him, and whatever powers he has the power to change our lives, in my opinion. Legislation is the big one, It needs to be rushed through, let people get on with their lives. We told him that. So, as I say, we have to wait now and see what happens next.
Cheers. Thank you very much, Dennis.
All right.